Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Exiled Opinions, your only source for bullshit, bullshit, and more bullshit, especially in this late time slot. How the fuck's it going, Doku?
Oh, I can't complain.
So, let's talk about this internet war that Disney decided to stoke because they're being fucking crybabies because Sony won't give them what they want. Boo fucking who.
Yeah, are you really surprised, though?
No, there's an article that I wanted to bring up. It was a Digital Revolver that broke it.
I honestly don't remember. It's been a shit show. I haven't been paying that much attention to it.
Let's see. I gotta find the article. I was too busy doing other shit, setting up for the stream and getting it going. So it's gonna take a little bit because I want to read this article. And I don't remember. You know what? I'm just gonna fucking search Spider-Man.
Oh, wait, you mean like you actually might have a day job and don't spend the entirety of your existence on Twitter bitching about Disney and Spider-Man?
Wow, they have buried this story. It is not
Yes.
anywhere. There we go. Spider-Man leaving the MCU. There's one from IndieWire. I don't trust IndieWire because they're biased as fuck.
Yeah, IndieWire is a crap fucking,
FanFest is fucking Disney dick sucking. Screen Geek is the same. Metro is a piece of shit. Radio Times is shit. IGN is shit. News 18, MSN, Hollywood Life, Fatherly. These are all shit websites. Pride.
let's be honest.
Fuck
Let's be
Pride.
honest.
I'm not
They're
gonna read.
all websites that want their first access bullshit. So they'll sit there and do whatever it is to prop up Disney because, oh, all hail the House of Mouse overlords. That's all they are.
I'm trying to find the Revolver article. Oh my god, Refinery 29 has.
How have they not gone out of business yet? Is what I want to know.
Refinery 29. Your thirst for wokeness.
Yeah.
How's Bam Smack
Another.
Pow? Is Bam Smack Pow okay?
I've never looked at them. Only one way to find out. We'll see if
My ears are
Bam
popping.
Smack Powell. Yeah. That's
We got a
always fun.
bunch. While I'm looking for this article from Revolver or Digital Revolver or whatever the fuck it is. Um. Oh, Variety. Deadline broke it. Deadline broke it. That's the one I wanted to look for. But we got a whole bunch of new people on our Discord server. Thank you guys for um joining us. Yeah, it's one of those times. So we got Sinrise, we got Dark Side of the Bear, Ryan himself, Zell Strike, Antoine Primary Villain, Full Metal Joker, Dark Star, Pants Ninja, Alaskan Bachelor, all joined us. Arm Skiller, Limpig Zerg, Blind Girl, and Jesse Miller all joined us in the last week. Thank you guys for hopping on the Discord and joining us there. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Um, I think there's some new follows on D Live that I need to address quick, but I need to bring D Live up because again, day job. I don't have time to set all this shit up, so I'm flying by the seat of my pants. Sorry, guys.
No, that's why we stay up to ridiculous amounts, ridiculous hours in the fucking night, getting drunk and talking about stupid pop culture
So we
bullshit that doesn't
just
matter.
today we got 3 more followers on D Live. We got Kayla McLeod, we got Sway Guevara. Let's see, TM Ryder, Alaskan Bachelor, Lost Loki. These are all recent follows on D Live. Thank you guys once again. We will be doing a Lino giveaway in about a half an hour. So if you join us on D Live, we got it. So we're gonna start with this deadline article. This is the article everyone's been talking about. Um, So it starts off exclusive based on the success of the global trailer launch yesterday for Sony's Spider-Man Homecoming. The Culver City Studios announced that its sequel, Homecoming 2, will open on Friday, July 5th, 2019. Okay, that's old news. Um, that's a very old article.
When you said they're trying to bury this, you really weren't joking, huh?
No, they're definitely buried. Come on.
Well, it's because all the Disney shill sites are the ones that are going to be talking about it because they're going to be sitting there taking a dump on Sony.
Yeah, because I wanna get this right, huh? Fuck, Collider.
Ugh.
Oh, God. Okay, Marvel and Sony Spider-Man rights explained by Collider. Um, I
Let's
don't.
see if Collider actually manages to explain it without having overt bias.
I'm just gonna use Variety because fuck it, we're not gonna find anything else. Um, Disney's Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures have hit an impasse in new financing terms for upcoming Spider-Man movies, sources have told Variety. If a deal cannot be reached, Marvel Studio President Kevin Feige will not produce future Spider-Man films, effectively removing Tom Holland's Spider-Man from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Reps for Disney, Marvel, and Sony had no comment. The dispute stems from Disney's demand that future Spider-Man films would be financed on a 50-50 basis with Feige rather. I don't know how I read that as Feig. With Feige demanding that future Spider-Man, I already read that. With Feige remaining in consulting producer capacity. So not only did Disney want half of the money, half of the take for basically all of the work Sony was doing, they wanted Feig to call all the shot, or Feige rather. Why do I keep saying Feig? They're
At this
calling.
point, just keep calling him Feig. Fuck it.
We may as well because he acts the same fucking way. Um, and they want him to be in the captain's chair. They want him to like oversee everything. They want him to be the overlord. Uh,
Well, it is Disney we're talking about, so.
this is bullshit. This whole thing is bullshit, and I can't believe we're streaming about this again. But fuck. All right, I'm gonna
I keep
try.
hoping that one of these days we can not talk about Disney and their freaking ridiculous soullessness, but
We're gonna talk about
they
it.
always one up themselves.
We're gonna
It's crazy.
talk about it though. We're gonna get into it because we have no fucking choice but to because it's context. Sony is believed to have proposed keeping the arrangement under the current terms, which stipulate that Marvel receives about 5% of first dollar gross and all merchandising revenues. That is entirely fair. They're like, we don't want the toy revenue. We don't fucking care. You can keep the first 5% of every dollar made. That's incredibly fair. That is Sony bending over backwards. That's them going, you can take as much money as you need to from every, from all the toys. Which let's be honest. The toys probably aren't making that much money, but they're going to make more money than ticket sales.
That's the thing. The last financial report that came out from both Hasbro and Disney didn't look too good.
Yeah, Herpicus says basically Sony didn't want to be a serf in their own kingdom. Yeah, I don't think that's accurate though. I mean, yeah, it's accurate, but I don't think that applies. Is what I should have said. I don't think it applies in this instance. Reps for Disney and Marvel had no comment. Okay, I already read this shit. One source said that a deal might still be reached between Disney and Sony, but there are no talks currently going on. Disney is believed to express concerns that Feige was spread too thin due to other Marvel projects plus original projects for Disney Plus. Gee, you put one man in charge of everything fucking Marvel, and he's spread too thin.
Imagine my shock.
Yeah. Spider-Man: Far From Home, produced by Feige and Amy Pascal. Oh my god. Recently surpassed Skyfall to become Sony Pictures' highest worldwide box office grosser. Feige achieved his first full producer credits more than a decade ago on Iron Man and The Incredible Hulk. His films have combined worldwide box office gross. Okay, so this is just a bunch of money speak for why Feige should produce it. We got more bullshit with Feige. In 2015, Disney, Marvel, and Sony announced a deal to share Spider Man film rights, which led to Holland portraying a younger version of Spider Man in Civil War, Spider Man Homecoming, Avengers Infinity War, Endgame, Far From Home. Sony distributed the films in which Spider Man was the main character, while Disney handled the other titles. Sony is widely believed to be developing two more Spider Man movies, with Holland reprising his role as the web slinger, but has not officially announced those titles. Those news about the impasse was first reported by Deadline. You can guarantee that the new Venom movie is going to have some hinting of Spider-Man in it,
I'd be surprised if it didn't.
and you can guarantee we're going to get a Maximum Carnage event. And
If
while
if
it
I see that, I will be so happy.
while it stokes my geek boner a little bit, I'm a little concerned because I don't want to go into another fucking movie universe franchise bullshit anymore. I'm just so tired of it, you know?
Yeah, the cinematic universe thing. Yeah, is it successful? Well, yeah, sure it is. Of course it is. But it is getting
Rephrase. It's
tired.
successful for everybody but Universal Pictures.
Fair point. I'll give you that one. Fair point.
But yeah, this is basically here's how it happened. Disney is going, we want all the money. You're doing all the work, but we want all the money, and we want to put this person in the captain's chair. And Sony's been doing, and I think I pointed this out last night. Sony's been doing a good job at just making a fun movie to watch. Like, how show of hands, how many people went and saw um, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, right? And actually enjoyed the hell out of it because it was just stupid fun, right? Like,
Yeah, well,
people
let's be
legitimately
blunt.
enjoyed it.
Let's be blunt. Disney is like the black hole of the entertainment industry. They're just trying to suck everything up. If they can't own it outright, they'll just own it financially and by putting their own puppets in place to make sure everything goes
Or
according to plan.
or they will do what they have done in this instance and weaponize the fanboys, right? The fanboy menace to attack one another so that they can fucking muddy the waters so you don't know what the fuck is going on. And
Yeah,
they've done
we're
that
we're already seeing
expertly.
that.
Yeah, they've done it expertly. There's a full-on fucking war now, the war of the fanboys.
Yeah, I mean, what are the two hashtags?
Disney over party and Sony over party. It's like, guys, you fucking fell for it. You dumb fucking popsicles. You fell for it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's amusing for me to watch because, to be blunt, I do not care about the MCU anymore. Disney is not seeing one single red cent from me,
Nor I.
and yeah, so what I want to know is all the people that keep trash talking Disney, which I'm on your ideological side, but why the hell do you keep giving them money? I don't understand that.
We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk specifically about the war they have started. Right? The stupid internet war to get people to fucking fight each other over this shit. And I really hope this is a losing fucking a losing fucking thing. I really hope that this is the thing to put the fucking nail in Disney's coffin. Because Sony isn't is not in a good position right now. They need a huge fucking win. They're just now starting to break even again, but they need a huge fucking win.
Oh, let's be honest. Let's call a spade here. Disney knows that they're in the financial and popularity advantage on this one. So they're going to try to strong arm Sony because Spider-Man is the last thing they need before they have complete and total control of every single fucking Marvel property. And I guarantee you, now that the 10-year plan that the Russo brothers set up, Because as much as people like to talk about Feige, it was the Russo brothers that actually set up this. It was their brainchild. Now that they're pretty much out of the picture, mark my words, the MCU is going to go to shit. And if you don't believe me, look no further than Female Thor, Love and Thunder. If I don't see a Kamala Khan or America Chavez coming out in the next 5 years or so, I will be shocked. I will eat crow. But I guarantee it's probably going to happen.
Yeah. Um, I'm just digging through a list right now, and I can only come up with one movie that Sony released this year, and that was A Dog's Way Home. I'm sure there are others that were released this year, but they need a win. They have like zero presence right now, and with the way Disney's going, Disney is set to just completely devour that whatever little presence they have left.
Well, and again, as we were talking about earlier before we went live, I mean, who is Disney's legitimate competition?
No one. Disney has no competition. They're an alpha predator, and they've weaponized people against each other, much like the fucking mainstream media has weaponized people against each other.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the only thing I can really think of off the top of my head would be if Legendary Films can get off their ass and really start capitalizing on this whole MonsterVerse thing with Godzilla, Godzilla vs Kong, that kind of stuff. That could work, but you're not gonna outpower the financial powerhouse that is the House of Mouse. So that's as close as I can think of anything. Uh, yeah, the DC EU is, despite Shazam and Aquaman being rather successful and profitable movies, I don't see that going anywhere, let alone competing with Disney.
Yeah, no one is competing with Disney, and that's the long and short of it. And the biggest thing here is I want to address the fanboys who are just fucking pissing on each other's fucking cornflakes over this. You guys are fucking tools, all right? And I don't say that to mean like you're just stupid. I say that to mean you are literal fucking tools. You
Yeah,
are
you're literally
allowing
you're being utilized by a corporation to advance their own self-interest.
you're
And
allowing a
you guys don't
fucking
realize
mega
it.
corporation to tug at your heartstrings so that they can fucking get you to get Sony to basically hand over the rights. Here's another hashtag: Save Spider-Man from Sony. Fuck you. Okay? Fuck
You
you.
mean the Save Spider-Man from Sony? You mean the same
Sony
corporation that's held on to it for what? Almost 2 decades now?
almost
What are you
3.
saving them from? Yeah,
Yeah.
like
No,
what?
seriously. Sony has done more to preserve the Spider-Man legacy than Marvel ever has in the last 10 years. And that's even with shitty fucking movies. Like, what was it? The Amazing Spider-Man movies were fucking terrible. The Garfield ones were fucking
Oh yeah.
terrible. But at least they held true to the source material. Venom was terrible, but it was fun, and it held pretty close to the source material despite not using Spider-Man, even though they fucking could have.
I'm not gonna lie. Part of the reason I think Venom was as fun as it was because it was actually so terrible. Like you could
It was
laugh
one
at
of
it
those
because
it
it
was
was
one of those
stupid, but it
so
was great.
stupid it was enjoyable movies. Um so Sony is preserving, like, the only misstep I have ever seen Sony take was
Emo
giving
Peter
Paul
Parker.
Feig no was giving Paul Feig, and I will still defend Emo Parker. I will still do it.
Oh,
I
that's
will
one hell of a hill.
still I will defend it. I will die on that hill because that wasn't Sam Raimi's doing. That was all
No,
that asshat
fair
that
enough.
now works for fucking Disney. I forget his
Surprise,
name.
surprise.
I know he works for Disney now.
Yeah. We could also say the same about fucking Benioff and Weiss too. Like Disney has this strange, like I said, they're the black hole. They just absorb the worst of the worst and just destroy everything they touch.
Yeah,
But it's neither
it's
here nor there.
absolute shit, right? It's absolute terrible. Like, yeah, they've churned out some bad stuff. Marvel has churned out some bad stuff, and everyone's eating it up. Like
Iron Man
everything.
3,
No,
cough cough.
before Iron Man 3, fucking Avengers 2, everything from Age of Ultron has just been
Oh,
shit.
don't get me started on Age of Ultron.
Age
That's
of
one of my
Ultron
favorite
was fucking
story arcs in the comics. It,
terrible.
it was it was trash.
Like there would like you I I am malfunctioning now. All right, I am absolutely malfunctioning. Cuz I remember there were a few Spider-Man issues around the Age of Ultron thing, right?
Well, what was the he she joke about, or Hishi whatever
How it
how it
should
should
have
have ended?
ended.
Yeah, those guys. What was the joke they made about Age of Ultron? It's more like the minor setback of Ultron.
Yeah.
It's like that. Ultron is one of those characters that should have been a running bad guy. Like it's not the Vulture, dude. It's not fucking Loki. Like
Even
you should have
Vulture,
put him on
no, no, no,
Thanos
no.
level.
I'm gonna pull you back a little bit because Vulture is a running villain.
Well, the Sinister
Adrian
Six,
Toomes.
technically.
No, Adrian Toomes is a recurring villain in the Spider-Man comic book lore. He is
But
Spider-Man's
only
arch nemesis.
but only for
Him,
Spider-Man. The reason I'm saying Ultron should be treated like Thanos is because he's not a one character like arch nemesis. Like he's not the
did the
Doctor Doom to the
Avengers
Fantastic Four,
did
although
the
Doctor
Avengers
Doom's
ever
shield.
go against the Sinister Six though?
Uh
I don't think so, right? Like
I don't believe so, actually, if I remember. There's probably some story arc out there somewhere where the Sinister Six were a part of something, but I don't think they were ever like the big bad. Like henchmen maybe. But no, Ultron was one of those characters where it's like, yeah, he's about to end all life on Earth. Like you needed all the Avengers to fight him, but limiting I can't speak now. Limiting it to just one movie is a horrible waste of a character. And I'll say the
it's
same
not
thing
just a
about Civil
horrible
War.
waste of a character, it's rushed movie development. And when you rush movie development, you can't get a story. You can't get any plot. You can't get any character development. You can't get anything in there that actually does something. Like when
Although it also is important to point out, it's funny they did Age of Ultron, but then introduced Hank Pym after Age of
yeah,
Ultron. It's like, come on,
here's the
guys.
funniest part is that and I'm going to get some shit here. All right? Infinity Gauntlet was terrible, right? The book was terrible. Thanos Quest was good. Infinity Gauntlet was terrible. Infinity War is worse. Trying to slog through the last couple books. I am like halfway through the second to last one, and it is so fucking hard to read. It is so boring.
Oh, it's
The
also important to point out when you say Infinity War, we're specifically talking about the comic, not the movie.
Right. But even then, the comic book does something that the movie doesn't. And the comic book at least tries to be entertaining. It tries to keep you with them. It doesn't do a very good job of it, but it tries. It's just so fucking difficult to get through. And then when you look at the Infinity War movie, it is fucking tripe. You had every character trying to be Deadpool. Every fucking character. When you look at
But
Endgame, every character's trying to be Deadpool. And I'm fucking tired of this trend of, well, it worked for this movie. Let's do that. And I
well,
liked
you can
Thor
tell
the
there's
Dark
also
World.
actually I didn't mind Thor the Dark World that much.
I
I mean, it
rewatched
was
it
not the best
yesterday.
thing in the world. it's not the best thing in the world, but it still had its own type of unique style and flavor. You know, whether it's hit or miss for you is not the point.
Right.
You can tell starting with, Iron Man 3 and Age of Ultron, the MCU started to become very cookie cutter and all the characters
They
went
felt like the
beyond
same. It's like you go to the
stereotypical.
movie, you go to see one movie, and um, it's like it's like that fucking what is it in Idiocracy, right? When he goes into the theater, and it's like Ass the movie, and all it is like 2 hours is some dude's ass, and everyone's laughing their ass off for 2 hours because oh he's naked, look at his butt, ha 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 ha. Like
Oh, here's the thing. It's
that's what
it's not
modern
that.
cinema is. Like that's what we're getting to.
Well, here's the thing. Like, and I know there's probably going to be some people that disagree with me on this one, but after the first Avengers movie, its character development essentially stopped. So they started having to introduce new characters into the MCU to keep things feeling like they're different. But let's look at just for example, okay, Captain America: Civil War.
I think we're
Could
diverging, so you gotta tighten that up, man. We're diverging
yeah, I'm
from
gonna
what we're.
I'm yeah, I'm gonna tighten it up quick. So if you look at the characters in the MCU, the only one that has any significant character development and change is Tony Stark and Iron Man. The only other one would be Steve Rogers. And even then, what? Tony Stark overcomes his greatest fear and it's like I've been waiting for this the whole time, and then he sacrifices himself for the to save humanity. Okay, that end of the story arc. And then what does Captain America do? Uh, he finally gets the dance that he was promised, way back in the first movie. Sure, there's Bucky, I guess, but that doesn't change his character. The characters don't develop. It all just becomes like cheeky humor, and it's not satisfying.
Yeah, so I don't know how much more we can say about this. It's just people need to get their heads out of their ass, right? They need to pull their fucking heads out of their ass and um it's this fucking internet war is not fucking worth it. All right? It's not fucking worth it. You're putting all this
Oh,
energy into fucking digging on and fucking dunking on people for liking something. Oh my
well, it's like
god,
the
look at the
same
toxic
thing.
fans. Look at how toxic they are. We're gonna. Oh my god, such toxic fandom. Fuck you.
Well, no, it's the same thing we see in politics, where it's just become this tribalistic mentality. It doesn't matter if you're trying to sell them urine or you're trying to sell them crack. They'll buy it and enjoy it because, oh my God, Disney, or oh my God, Sony. No, stop it.
Oh god, I
It's
really wish I had
irritating.
Alexander's fucking sound clip. Stop it. You played yourself.
I know. It would be so fucking appropriate right now.
Oh my god. Why isn't
But
Alexander on here, man? Fucking get on here, Alexander, you dick.
yeah, I don't know where he is. Have we ever had him on the stream before?
No, we have not. But that's not here nor there. Like,
Yeah, I'll bug
how
him one of these days,
how are
get him on.
people letting themselves be used like this? Like seriously, have we come to the point where we'll just blindly obey shit? Like have people become that programmed by things?
Yes. The short answer, yes.
Well,
Yes,
give me
they
the
have.
long answer. Fucking pad this out.
Okay, the long answer, and I will make the argument this is
The
a
long answer
societal
is
issue.
drink. No, the long answer is drink.
Uh,
You fucked up.
To,
Go
well,
ahead though. No,
the
go ahead.
drink,
You were gonna make a
the,
relevant point. Go ahead. I'm here. I am just memeing.
it, no, well, the drink is a constant that never changes. But no, it is a societal issue, and it doesn't have to do with just politics or whether or not you're pro Disney or against Disney. People have gotten programmed to the point where it, as I've coined the term so many different fucking times, it's getting tedious. It's the news in 60 minutes mentality where people just drive to work, A, B, C, D, come back home, news in 60 minutes, wake up, rinse, repeat. So they don't think about shit. They just
Yeah.
react.
Jellyduck's in the chat. How's it going, man? He says Spider-Man is canceled. I wish that were the case. We need to just fucking cancel all superhero movies.
And honestly, I would really like to see something. I actually think I made a tweet about this a few days ago. Would you rather see an unoriginal but somewhat fresh idea, or would you rather see a remake or a reboot or a rehash of the same tired bullshit that we've already seen before? Like,
Yeah, but
there's
that's
no
the drum
need.
we've been
There's no
banging
need for this
on.
shit.
That's the drum we've been banging on forever, dude. Like we've been like we don't need any rehash bullshit. And what happens the next day? More rehash bullshit.
Well, and again, that goes back to my point of people are just repeating the same garbage because, again, like you said, they're programmed for it. They see the same shit, they hear the same talking points, they see the same people talking, they expect the same thing over and over and over. And the second something fucking changes, they either love it or they freak the fuck out. It like with like Alita Battle Angel.
Mm-hmm.
For Western audiences that aren't weebs, that was new. But look at what all the programmed NPC types did when it was like, oh no, Alita Battle Angel, people that I disagree with about something that doesn't fucking matter, like Alita Battle Angel, so therefore I must hate it. It's like, you can like Alita Battle Angel and Captain Marvel at the same fucking time. Why are you so afraid to think for yourself? Why do you have to follow the fucking crowd? The hell's wrong with you people? Like,
I love
it's
these fucking salty fucking pieces of shit on Twitter just talking about this. And I'm gonna fucking highlight some of these assholes. Mr. Goatman says fuck superhero and anime stuff. Yeah, fuck superhero and anime stuff.
Yeah, and I'm using it as a relevant point, but
Point of
no, it's
privilege? Point of privilege?
God, don't remind me of the fucking Democratic Socialists of America
So
convention. That
here's some
crunch
of the
was strong.
shit being spewed by the Disney bots. Marvel
Let's
or
make it a drinking game.
oh god, you're gonna be dead after like six. This one, Kate says Sony remove Spider-Man from MCU. Everyone hashtag save Spider-Man, save Spidey, Spider-Man far from the MCU. There's a meme, a really dumb meme. Now this is an Avenger level threat. Fuck you.
Oh, are you cringe? Drink.
Yeah, drink for cringe. Here's one from Desi Basara. MCU finally completed the Infinity Saga. No, they didn't. Bought X-Men and Fantastic Four back into the fold. Um, Not touching that one. Setting up
See
Spider-Man as
this?
an integral member of the Avengers. No, they didn't. They fucking threw him away in the second, third movie they had him in. And
They killed
then
him.
they just treated him like a fucking fanboy in his own two main movies.
Well, it's because he's a fan. Like,
And
okay,
then
I'm gonna call this out.
hold on. I gotta finish this. I gotta finish this tweet. He goes on to say, then Sony and Disney had to ruin it. Disney had to ruin it. I fixed your tweet for you.
Yeah, this is squarely on Disney's shoulders. This is not Sony's doing. They bent over backwards to let Disney continue to use the character, and Disney decided, nope, that's not enough.
Here's a stupid
And also,
fucking meme.
oh, and real quick, the point I was gonna make: the way that Disney has treated the Spider-Man character since they got permission to use him is a prop because they know he's a comic fan favorite. Like, I'll say Homecoming was an all right, enjoyable movie for the most part. Wasn't great, wasn't bad, but the character is treated as a fucking prop.
Yeah, he is. All right. So this next one's a meme. You got Tony Stark, the Marvel Studios logo over his face. Underneath it says, "I lost the kid." He's taught, the scene where he gets dusted and he comes
Oh
back to
yeah,
Cap, and he's like, "I lost the kid." Here's another one. It's another meme, a really dumb meme. Why does the third one always have to suck? And it's a picture of Spider-Man and Mary Jane in Homecoming. Then Far From Home, Spider-Man, is going abroad, and then you got a, obviously what looks like two parents fighting over money and yanking on each of Spidey's arms. They're calling it Broken Home. The next one, B Grader says, just when we thought we were gonna see the X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Spider-Man together, Disney and Sony mess it up. Disney messed it up. When you realize Tony snapped for no reason, hashtag save Spidey. Tony's whole motivation to even consider time travel was to bring Peter back, only for him to disappear again. Save Spider-Man. Spider-Man far from the MCU. Iron Man did not die for this. Fuck you, 3000.
Ugh.
Kevin Feige breaking the news to Tom. And it's a picture of Uncle Ben,
Of course.
wishing
Of fucking course.
wishing Peter good luck. He said, "You did good, kid." Here's one from Caitlin. Fans trying to explain how Spider-Man is an important and integral part of the MCU, and how getting rid of him would cost the MCU a huge loss of money and uproar in fans.
Well, maybe you should tell that to Disney.
Yeah, Disney's the one who screwed the pooch here. And he was not an integral or important part of the MCU. He was not. He was treated as a fucking prop. Do we need to repeat this? Spider-Man was a prop. Can we get that trending? Hashtag Spider-Man was a prop.
It might as well be trending. I'm gritting my teeth at this one. Are these fucking fanboy idiots so daft and dense that they don't realize it's not Sony?
Good one.
It's Disney. Disney's the one that fucked it up. You should be pissed at Disney.
Yeah, Disney
What
can
the
do no
hell?
wrong to these fucking bots. You're all fucking bots, alright? If you're fucking sucking on Disney's dick, you're a bot. Here's one from Mikhail Philip. I can't read that last one, but here's one from Mikhail. It says, fans, you took Spider-Man away from us. Sony, I don't even know who y'all are. Fans, you will. And there's a picture of Scarlet Witch doing her little rainbow hand shit.
Oh my.
This one's good. This is a good meme. Next Spider-Man movie, hashtag Spider-Man far from the MCU. It's a picture of the Spider-Man logo and some dude dressed up as Spider-Man sitting on a street corner somewhere. It's called Spider-Man Homeless.
Okay, that actually is funny.
Here's a good one. All MCU Stan accounts, and then it's a picture of like. Oh, that one's cringe. I'm not explaining this one because it's a fucking video. Oh,
Oh
this
my
is
god,
just
how many cringe drinks is this? What are we up to, like?
50. Just fucking 50 drinks. Just drink a whole fucking.
Just chug the bottle.
Just drink a whole
Like-
fucking full liter, okay? You did it, Spidey. You're free from the MCU. There's old comic book from when he's pulling shit off of him.
I
Looks like 80s Spider-Man art.
I can't say I'm surprised by this, but it is still mind-boggling how
God.
sheep mentality like the Disney fanboys are. Hey, Spider-Man Homecoming wasn't the greatest movie in the world. Wasn't bad, wasn't the greatest. Far From Home, weird take, but okay. All right. I'm not giving you my money for it. But just seeing this massive outrage directed at Sony over something that Disney fucked up. Like, really?
This is just
This,
fucking cringe. Here we go. Soggle says Stan Lee said Tom Holland is a perfect choice to play Spider-Man as the actor is exactly how he imagined the web superhero. Sony, Disney, please just let Spider-Man be the Spider-Man we all want. Thanks. So you want a Spider-Man treated as a prop? Gotcha.
I mean, I don't mind Tom Holland's acting. My bigger issue would be with the writing. And again, hashtag Spider-Man
This
is
is
a
a
prop.
really good one. Here's a really good one. You ready? Bird Box,
God.
Can't See, A Quiet Place, Can't Talk, Marvel, Can't Finish a Spider-Man film series. That's some shade.
Yeah, that's a burn. Man, it. I don't even know what to say about this shit. Like, it. It's infuriating and hilarious all at the same time.
Oh, I love this tweet here from Indigo Montoya. My name is Indigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Kevin
Nice
Feige.
name there, buddy.
I'm gonna give that a like and a retweet because I like the video with it. You should really look at the video here. Kevin Feige and
Oh,
Disney better put their fans first and sacrifice their audacious money grab from Sony in order to keep Tom Holland as Spider-Man in the MCU. They should.
Yeah,
If they really want
he's
to
right.
appease the fans, Disney needs to put their bullshit aside because they were in the best spot possible.
And he's 100% correct. Like, Sony was giving you the sweetheart deal
Oh my
on this one.
God, Goat Man. Goat Man, you glorious bastard. Homeless Spider-Man giving blowjobs for crack money.
Oh, goat man.
Oh my God, he needs the crack to
You're
deal with the fact that Marvel doesn't want him anymore. And
so
that's what
goat
this
man. Are
is.
you
That's what
one of
this
those
is. This
moods
is
tonight?
Marvel saying we don't want you. Because they don't. They don't want a white straight male Spider-Man. We've seen this
Uh,
already.
this is something I was saying last night. If Marvel can strong arm Sony,
Which they
mark
don't
my
have to
words.
because they own Silk and they own Morales.
And I was gonna say, mark my words. If they cannot strong arm Sony
Which
into
they
giving
won't.
them Tom Holland,
Which they
they're
won't.
going to put Miles. It'll be Miles Morales.
Which will happen.
Mm-hmm. No, it most definitely will. Oh, the thing is,
I agree with Mr. Goatman
they
here.
don't
He
even need to do
says,
this.
I agree with Goatman. He says Walt would be fucking pissed at what they did to his Disney. Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah, he
I
definitely would.
I would agree. I would tend to agree. He'd be rolling over in his grave right now if they knew what he was doing. If he knew what they were doing to it.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Oh my God! Here's a level of cringe I never thought I would see. We said
Oh, no.
bye, B-I, Peter Parker, and Sony said bye, B-Y-E, Peter Parker. Um, Iron Man didn't die, so Spider-Man could disappear again. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. I was hoping to see something like this. Doku, direct your attention to the screen, please.
Oh, boy. Oh,
Yeah.
so Sony, you've turned them against me. Disney, you've done that to yourself. Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
This
actually
is
pretty spot on.
no, it's the reverse.
No, I'm saying
But I
it's
was
spot on
hoping
in the worst possible way.
it's the adverse. Like Anakin should be in the position or Anakin should be Disney.
Well, when I say it's spot on, what I mean is it's spot on in terms of the mentality of.
Yeah, no, it definitely is in terms of mentality. But it doesn't make any sense here because Sony isn't to blame in this at all. They were basically bending over backwards to have this thing going on with Disney. Like
Okay, let's
5% on the first dollar? Come on, dude. Do you know how much money that is? That's a lot of fucking money.
yeah, let's just call it what it is. Sony wanted to retain the intellectual property rights, but was more than willing to let Disney use its gigantic marketing machine and fanboy power to help make them money. And instead, Disney turned around and said, no, screw you, we want the intellectual property rights, so you can't make money off Spider-Man anymore.
All these
That's what
fucking
this is
bots,
about.
man.
It's all about fucking money. And the fact of the matter is, to be blunt, Disney got fucking greedy, and Sony decided to give them the middle finger, and now all the Disney fanboys
Disney
are pissed.
tried to steal Sony's toys. Sony said,
Hmm.
fuck this, I'm going home with my toys. And now Disney's trying to get the teachers, and this has happened to me in school, Disney's trying to get the teachers to steal for the kid who was trying to steal the toys.
Yeah, because seriously, what's the last thing that Disney doesn't have when it comes to Marvel intellectual property? Well, it's the fucking Spider-Man franchise. They're they're
This
trying
is a
to
good
steal it
thing
from Sony.
overall. This is a good thing overall. This is going to expose Disney for the piece of shit they are. This is good overall. They are going to do Spider-Man justice because now that they've had two, I'm going to say mediocre because I really hated Homecoming. I really hated it. Um, I
Yeah,
hated it
I didn't.
more than the Amazing Spider-Man. But
Oh wow, that's saying something.
that's saying a lot. Um, but that being said, they have a foundation with Tom Holland. Tom Holland is the perfect casting for this. He does do the character justice.
Oh, I agree. Tom Holland is a great choice for portraying Spider-Man.
So they have
The
the
writing could use work, but
framework there, and we saw glimpses of good writing in Venom. So if they give the same writer from Venom the Spider-Man projects, or at least someone with better talent, the Spider-Man project, and take their hands off of it, then we could be in for a really good Spider-Man movie uh, under Sony.
and okay, this is a small theory of mine. Like, let's pull on a thread here. Do you think that maybe part of this has to do with Disney is afraid, or at least worried, that another studio might take a Marvel character and do a better job writing and portraying them than what Disney itself can do with its own in-house writers? Because
No,
I
I
think
don't
that's a
think they're
big part of.
afraid. I don't think they're afraid. I think they just don't want to be shown up. They know they're going to get shown up. They just don't want to be shown up.
Okay, I'll replace afraid with jealous. Like, do you think there's maybe an
I wouldn't
aspect
say
of that?
jealous. I would say egotistical.
Okay, that's a fair enough way to put it. Because I do think that there is this element within Disney when it comes to the writers and directors where they don't want to see anything or anyone else that is not Disney and part of their little cultish mentality succeed and outshine them. I do think that is an aspect at play here.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't know where we go from here to be honest. I really don't because you have this massive company who is basically having the fans punch up on their behalf because if they were to do it themselves, they would be in a bad light. And I really hope that people wake the fuck up and they go, "Oh shit, we're being used as a fucking instrument for their own selfish wants and wanting destruction and all this other shit."
Well, it's kind of the same. It's the same type of strong arm tactics that Disney used with Rotten Tomatoes when it came to the Captain Marvel and Alita Battle Angel debacle.
Gee, are you saying Disney is an evil corporation who treats people like shit?
Oh no, never. They're family friendly. That they got their start and foundation from princess movies and
I'm gonna
appealing to
agree
children.
with Cthulhu in the chat here. He said Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies are number one. Yeah, they were the best. Goatman says the people that are running Disney now needs to be thrown into a wood chipper feet first. It
Oh
needs to be like that
God.
scene in Alita where like the one dude gets tangled up in that other chick's shit after she gets killed by Alita
Mhm.
and then fed into
Oh.
that giant ass grinder. And all he
And
can say is, "Oh no."
yeah, hashtag oh no.
But
But yeah, it honestly at this point in time, if I was Bob Iger, I would just be sitting back in my fucking cushy office chair, just going, "Thank God I'm resigning next year or two."
thank God Disney's pushing me out.
And again, Disney is just as bad as Google. They have this weird internal cultish mentality. I guarantee you, and I would bet my fucking life on this because I know I'm right. If anyone was to do a Project Veritas and get internal Disney emails, you'd see the same shit that you saw from Google.
Yeah.
It's going to be a politically minded, social justice, NPC driven cult mentality. If you don't conform, they'll force you out.
Yeah. So, I think we've gone as far as we can with this stream because there's not really much else to talk about.
And
And if something comes up, then we'll throw on another surprise stream or another like like, not completely official planned stream. I am planning on the drinking game being on Friday. Um, because I gotta work Saturday again. But at least I'm off Friday. But it'll have to be after I get home from the gym, so it'll be probably a little bit later. Um, I don't know what else to say. I'm going to unceremoniously end this stream. So if you got something you want to add, Doku, now's the time.
the only thing I really have to add on this one is uh, all the men and women, yes, I just assumed your genders,
Uh oh,
working at working at Disney.
banned.
Do you guys not realize that uh, antitrust laws are a thing, and this might draw the attention of the courts? It
If Facebook hasn't been sued yet, Disney isn't going to get sued anytime soon.
Eh, it's not a good look. I mean, the fanboys and fangirls will sit there on social media and try to defend Disney all they fucking want. But still,
Stop
you just exposed yourself for what you truly are, Disney. What the fuck are you guys doing?
Stop being an idiot. Stop blindly following fucking mega corporations and hoping for them to do good because they're only going to be concerned with their bottom line. That is not to say that you cannot enjoy a movie, you cannot enjoy a comic book. It is not to say that you cannot enjoy a TV show. It is not to say you cannot enjoy anything in life. But it is time, ladies and gentlemen, to take a look at your sad, sorry, pathetic, shill lives. Take a step back. Ask yourself what the fuck you're doing with it. And grow the fuck up. So until
And
next
also,
time,
please realize that you're being used as nothing but a paycheck to these people. So keep that in the back of your. Also, fuck the critic.
so until next time, ladies and gentlemen, these are your two favorite alcoholics signing off for the evening. Have a nice night and stay metal.